Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm so excited because I beat COVID. I'm so happy about it. That was so hard. And thank you everyone for the sweet messages and prayers and thoughts. But today I wanted to talk about a DM that I received on Instagram that is super difficult. Basically the student was saying that she recently lost weight and she noticed that her teacher was giving more attention for it and wanted to know what she should do. And I really struggled to respond because I was like, this just does not feel like there's a good answer for this. But after I really thought about it, I knew what I wanted to say. So this message is for the student whose teacher only acknowledges them when they lose weight. What you do about it and what my experience has been through that. So let's get started. So I think the very first thing you need to do is just name the situation for what it is, which is that it's wrong. It's wrong that your teacher would only pay attention to you, give you corrections, or give you attention after you've lost weight. So I think the very first thing is just acknowledging how wrong that actually is. And being able to acknowledge that that's not a healthy reaction or a healthy response from a teacher to a student. They should be able to give you corrections, attention, feedback at any stage in your career, in your transformation of your body, whatever that means. Gaining weight, losing weight, shouldn't matter. Not extra attention because you've lost weight. I'm gonna adjust you guys. Does anyone else get OCD about things being level? Like, I need them to be level. So very first thing, name the situation for what it is that it's wrong. The second thing I would say is that you need to talk to someone about it, and talk to someone that you really trust. Is just gonna keep that information between you two and isn't gonna be going and telling the whole studio or telling your whole family. It's between you and that person. The reason you need to get it off your chest is because in my experience, it was unhealthy because it just reinforced in my head, I'm only good if I'm X pounds, if I'm X body type. And the reason you need to have that dialogue is to discuss with that person, this is not right. Please, help me work through how I reinforce in myself now that I don't need to be X pounds to be a beautiful dancer. And voicing some other opinions you might have about it and just talking about it so that you can move past it. So that would be my second piece of advice, is make sure you talk to someone about it, someone you trust. I would recommend talk to someone that knows dance and talk to someone that doesn't know dance too, but make sure there are people that are just gonna keep that information between you two and not go be sharing it with the whole world. The third piece of advice that I would have for this situation where your teacher gives you more attention after you've lost weight. This may be not the popular opinion, but it's what made me realize, like, in myself, why I can't rely on my teacher, is that you as a student are responsible for your own growth and development and progress of your technique. And so to rely solely on your teacher, albeit it's very difficult to not get feedback from them because you know that they know what they're talking about, you know that you could trust them, you know that they know what to look for and what makes a professional dancer or not. So you really rely on that feedback and correction. And personally, I feel like all teachers should give all students corrections. Like, it doesn't matter if they're your favorite or not, there shouldn't even be favorites. Everyone should have an equal amount of attention and corrections. That's just my personal take, but not everyone's like that. So I think you as a student, you need to realize that the discipline comes from yourself, from within. So that can't be something that comes from an outside source. You need to be able to have the discipline enough within yourself to be like, okay, this is what needs to be fixed, this is what needs to be changed, and you know what that is. The truth is that most of the progression of your technique is not something that needs to be told to you. It's something that you need to observe in the classroom, observe in how your teacher's showing the exercise, and then apply it to yourself. So you need to have that discipline enough to come into class and maybe your teacher doesn't give you any corrections, but you still walked out of there like, okay, I need to fix this thing. I need to work on my turnout. I know that I need to have my shoulders more down, because it's something that's said to you over and over again, or you could see by looking at in the mirror 24/7. And I'm not saying this to like discount or put down how negative it is for a teacher to only give you attention when you've lost weight. I'm not trying to discredit that and say, well, like you just need to be disciplined enough to, you know, be able to move on. What I'm saying is that irregardless of your teacher's attention towards you, you need to be able to walk in the studio and like have the discipline and motivation to be like, no matter if they even give me a side eye, I'm gonna work my hardest, I'm gonna progress, I'm gonna develop a new goal and tackle that new goal, whether they have their eyes on me or not. And I also want to talk about my personal experience with this. When I was like, I want to say 15, 16, I was like a really strict balancing studio. One of my instructors told me that I need to lose weight if I want to be considered, if I want to get better. And they told me once I lost the weight and came back that I need to have a box of cookies and pizza to myself because I was too skinny now. So that's my experience with it. And through that, the other teachers were starting to say little microaggressions towards me, like, or maybe they weren't necessarily microaggressions, maybe they were more just like backhanded compliments, I guess. But I'll never forget one of my teachers was like, wow, I could really see your muscles lately. And I was just like, yeah, because I'm practically starving myself, like, period. That's why you can see my muscles. And she started to give me more attention, started to put me in the front of the class more, started to like have me demonstrate more. And so yeah, I got the positive reinforcement from starving myself, and I personally know what that's like because I've been through it. And even then I recognized it for what it was, is that it was harmful and that those people were wrong. And I think that's kind of when I solidified it in my own head, like this kind of like loop is not right. It's not right that my teacher's on the one hand saying I need to lose weight, and on, you know, a month or two later saying you need to gain weight, and then the other teachers coming at me like supporting that. I just recognized it for what it is, but I understand that's probably not the case for everyone, and it may be harder to recognize. So that's my three takeaways. Name the situation for what it is that it's wrong. Make sure you talk to someone about it, someone that you trust, preferably one person that knows dance and one person that doesn't know dance. And then the third thing is have enough discipline within yourself to say, when you walk into the classroom, whether my teacher looks at me or not today, I'm gonna work my hardest and I'm gonna do my best to progress my own technique and walk out of here a better dancer. So that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched this far, please make sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get updates for when I post. Please leave a comment if this helped you, or feel free to message me with any ideas, comment with any ideas. I love new ideas so I know what to speak on next, and that's all I have. Have a good day, guys.